Bom? Tá bom. Olá, tudo bom? Boa tarde. Tá bom? Okay, sorry, I will continue in English, but I will try to learn Portuguese very soon. My wife, she's Brazilian. She's from the Nordeste, so I have to learn Portuguese quickly. So, we're here to talk about semantic and semantic machine learning in an internet of everything. But we will talk about machine learning and semantics. Please stay until the end, because at the end there is a surprise. Okay, because the beginning will be a little bit technical. We start technically, we will start with us. We'll talk about quant, not so long, 5 minutes. Then we will talk about machine learning for web semantics. And then we will not talk about business model, but we will talk about a good surprise for everybody who is here listening to us. So, let's see the surprise, but we have to start from the beginning. So, about us. This is my partner, Jean-Manuel Rozan. It's a financial guy. Lot of money. Then you have Patrick Constant here. He's a technical guy. He's a PhD in semantic. So next time he will come to talk about semantic with you. And this is my best photo. So, it's me. My name is Eric Leandri, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Quant.com. We are not 25, this is a mistake. We are 45 today and growing up to 80 before the end of the year and 300 in the next 2 years. So we just grew up. So the idea of Quant is to connect the world. How? Quant is a search engine. So it looks like a search engine. You have a bar, you can search in it. This is some hot trends coming from the world. So if you are in Germany, you have hot trends from Germany, so news, photo, video that people are looking on the internet. And you can search on Quant. The difference is when you search on Quant, you obtain that kind of result. A little bit strange, no? Okay, so you get the web. This is what you have in a normal search engine, like Google maybe. You know Google, right? Okay. Then you have some news. This is noticias, news. And then you have some social, Twitter, Facebook, and everything. This you don't have in a normal search engine. You have some shopping, a knowledge graph, and some photo and video. So when you type Paris, you get everything about Paris. Right? It's different, but you should try. Try São Paulo, try Campus Party, and you will see what you get on Quant. We have boards. Boards means that you just have to click on your search. Right here, you click on the plus button. And when you click on it, you can create a board. A board is like a blog, but you can create. You can add photo, you can add news, you can add social, you can add the web. So in one click, you can create a board about what you want. You can share your boards. You can bring your boards on your website. So you can share everything you have found on the internet on your website. This is Quant. Another difference with Google, so first of all, this is the result on Quant. Another big difference, we don't track you. There is no tracking cookie. Your privacy is totally respected. We come from Europe, we don't come from America. You have no risk. We don't keep your data, we don't keep your search, we don't keep nothing. We anonymize your IP address when you arrive on our servers. And our servers are in France, Germany, and Swiss. Not in America. No Patriot Act. Your personal data, if you want to bring them, you can even subscribe to Quant with a Yelp mail. We don't care. We don't keep that. We just give you search result, point. So this is the shopping part. We will talk about semantic and shopping today, and we will talk about semantic and news, and then semantic and web. Let me continue on the technical part now. So this is the boards. First of all, Web 3.0. Okay, there is thousands of definitions of Web 3.0, but what you have to understand is data is the new oil. So most important things is you have to know how to take the data from the internet, how to index the data, how to rank the data, how to understand what you get online. This is Web 3.0. You have to understand what all these things are. So, do you know this organization? DARPA is a Defense Advanced Research Project Agency in the US. They take care of the internet for the US, and they take care of a lot of very important defense advanced research. This is what the DARPA says. They say that the search engine indexing process, which is large instead of specialized and commercial oriented, are not sufficiently relevant today. So Americans explain to everybody that search results are not good today because of commercial oriented results. So what we do is this. That's clear, no? C'est bon? Okay, so this is a web result in quant. This is all the data that we get when we ask for a queries. The information has to be complete and has to collect the web and social networks. So that means that if you search on a normal search engine, you will get the web. Web or website. lemonde.fr is our global. YouTube, you know YouTube. All these things are web pages on the internet. Okay, pages. Website. This is website. Then, this is Facebook, Twitter. So this is people talking on Facebook, people talking on Twitter. Right? It's okay? And this is the web today. People talking on social networks connected to the website, and they comment inside of the website. They make comment on YouTube, they make comment on Le Monde, they make comment on each website, plus they talk on social network. So this is the web today, and on a normal search engine you don't have this part. Google doesn't show you this result, all this result. So we want to show you all the web. And tomorrow, we want to connect your product to you and you to the web. But to do that, you need several things. First of all, you need to have a ranking. Ranking means you know certainly page rank. Page rank is for the website. It's what Google has used for years. You go on the website, you read the website pages, you crawl it, and you start understanding what is inside. What are the words? What is the website is about? So, when you have done that, you will say that website is for sport, that website is for something else. This is PageRank, and you make link between websites. If that website is linked with this website or another website. But let me talk about you. You are social, you are people. Do you think that people are a website? Do you think that people are a page? So what about your Twitter? It's a page on the internet, but it's what you say. So we have to understand what you say on the internet. To do that, we need several technology. For sure, we will use link rank to know what is the connection between pages. But we will need to know what is the connection between you, your Facebook, your Twitter, and the pages you look about. you look at, we need to do word ranks. That means that we have to understand the word, we have to understand the encore, we have to understand the text. We have to do all these things to understand what you are doing, what you are saying online, what the website is about, what your tweet is about. Let me continue. A very simple example. For shopping, on my shopping part, if you type cellular in Brazilian, that could be a phone, a cell phone, or a cell, right? So what I show to you, cell on shopping or cell phone? So I have to understand that it's for shopping, and I have to understand that cellular is a cell phone, right? Or it's because you are a student and you want to know what is a cellular, what is a cell, and then you want your Wikipedia, right? So with a very simple example, you understand that a simple word can mean a lot of things. And we have to show you something that you think it's a good answer. Same thing, if I ask for phone 2 handsets, it's the same thing that telephone duo. So if people call the cellular with 2 cell phones, telephone duo, we have to show them, even if they write phone 2 handsets. To do that, we have 2 gigabytes of linguistic data in each languages. We have already 15 languages today. We have Japanese, we have Chinese, we have Portuguese, we have French, English, and others. So what we do is trying to understand your language, trying to get your synonym, homonym, eponym, everything about your language. We have to know if it's a brand, we have to know if it's a name. We do that with machine learning, and we do contextualization to give you a better experience. That means cell in the web will give you the information about your cell. Cell in shopping will give you the information about cellular phone. It's clear? Okay. Well, so we have 2 engines, one for displaying data, one engine for semantic rules, and we do location and refinement to understand where we are. That means several things. First of all, social graph analysis. This is for Facebook, Twitter, and the others. But when we get the data, we try to understand the words, the most important words. This is called folksonomy. And then, with all these words, we will try to understand what you are talking about. It's art or culture. This is called ontology. Based on that, we will extract things and make calculations, centrality, betweenness, blah, 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 retweet, followers, create influential matrix, and send that to a search engine, a semantic one. This is the back office of Quant. We continue, and after that I will show you a very simple example. To do all these things, to create a ranking, a new one, you have to do data mining, then you have to understand algorithm, recommendation in social network and everywhere. Then you have to do top K. Top K means, should I show you first or you on the result on Twitter? Should I show Fnac.com or Amazon on the shopping? I have to know that very quickly to give you the best answer with the best words. And we have to do association. So, again, semantic, it's not a funny word. Semantic is a very bad word where you have to think about each word, each part of the semantic. Semantic, you have to take care of hashtag, you have to take care of terminology extraction, you have to take care of morphosyntactic analysis, you have to understand weight of vector expression, TF, EDF, named entities. There is a lot of bad words in semantic. You need to understand them. You need to do all these things to make the difference between a cellular, a cell, and a shopping for cellular phone. And you need to make vocabulary, thesaurus, glossary, directory, encyclopedic material, and a lot of other things. But why we do all these things? For that, let me talk about now semantic search and food. So, we were on the words, semantics, vocabulary, ontology, folksonomy, everything, trying to understand what we read online. For what? For that. This is what we do now. We want to know if it's receipts. We want to know if the website is talking about a receipt. We want to know if the page is talking about a receipt. A food receipt. So we have first to understand that it's a food. This is folksonomy. And then to understand that it's a receipt. This is again folksonomy. And inside you have ontology. It could be a web, a blog, a social, or a cookbook. Then we have to understand that is just one ingredient. For example, rice or anything else. We have to extract ingredients from the list. Then we have to understand the derivative about the ingredient. For example, the price, the nutrition, the flavor, information about the ingredient. So we start from here. We go to the ingredient, we extract the ingredient, we extract information inside of the ingredient. So we create objects. First object is the receipt. Second object is the ingredients. Third object is information about the ingredients. And with this, you can start looking for preparation because you have to extract how to make the receipt, right? Clear? No? Yeah? Okay. I continue. And when you have done all these things, you have to show this. So you have to make a classification. If it's a kitchen, an explanation online, similar recipes, ingredients, substitution, what is it about? And then we have to show that in the web interface. Okay, so we go on the internet, we find pages, people who talk on Facebook, on Twitter, we extract all these things, we understand what it is, we create several objects, we extract everything, and we bring that on your interface to show you the result. And what is the result? So, first result is I'm looking for an ingredient, soja. I will get the web about soja, notice here about soja, knowledge graph, some people who talk about it, and where to buy some soja, photo and video. Okay? So because of all what we see before, which is not fun, you can do this. Then, the same thing with abakashi, for example. We extract everything to explain what is an abakashi, and we are talking about an abakashi, right? And now, we started to make a feijoada. So, this is what it is, you know it. Some notice about feijoada, maybe not important. Who are done it, who are eating it, and maybe how to make it, right? So, recipe about feijoada. Okay? And now, we will add some frondo with the recipe, maybe with patata dolce, and some video and the capability to do it and how to do it. Okay? And who eat it, right? Clear? And now I will add some churrasco because I like meat. So I have feijoada, churrasco, frango, great. I will just add some arroz, and I start to have a good plate and a lot of fantastic good plate here in Brazil, right? So semantic and understanding of words give you the capability to give you answers which are perfectly in line with what you are wanting. Because on the internet there is tons of websites, they talk about everything, and if you don't make classification, no way that you bring that kind of answers. Is it clear? Yes, no? Okay, we will have time for questions just after. So, 2 points about quant, because you don't know us too much, again, and we arrive to the surprise. We will go to the surprise. So first of all, we launched quant in 2013. After 8 months, we have 500 million queries. Today, this year, we have 1.6 billion queries in 2014. More than 6 million end of 2013, and today more than 8 million queries a day. And 6 minutes by visit. Okay, so if you compare to Google, we are nothing. If you compare to a startup, we are the most important one in Europe for the last 2 years. Think about your numbers. So, let me continue. Okay, we launched quant in several countries. We are already in 166 countries coming to quant every day. I hope that Brazil will like quant and try us. We will be better very soon because we launch our crawlers on the Brazilian network, and our semantic will be improved month after month. In the next 2 months, quant search in Brazil should be very interesting for everybody. This is again us around the planet. So now, very important part of the discussion. Why not testing food, semantic food? You don't want to test semantic food? You don't want to test some semantic food? So what is semantic food? It's recipe made on what we have found on quant. Feijoada, arroz, churrasco, a lot of things. We are just search engine, so we can find the recipe, we can find the ingredient, we can find everything, but we can do the cooking. We are not good at cooking at all. So we invited somebody who is better than us, Morena Leche from Camping Santo, sorry for my fantastic pronunciation. In 2005, she launched her book in French, Brazil, Sons and Savor. In 2011, she opened a new restaurant in Santinho. The same year, she wrote another book. She represented Brazilian gastronomy in Berlin at the International Tourism Fair. In 2013, she opened another Santinho restaurant inside the Museu da Casa Brasileira. She's in São Paulo too. Capim Santo is based in Jardins. And she's here. She has made the cooking for the people who are here, and you are all invited to eat things with us there. So some semantic food. On my stand, quant stand outside on the open public area of the event. So if you want to eat good semantic food, go to our stand. Now, if you have some question, I'm here to answer. And really, thank you for your patience, because with my English, I will not stay here. But you know, it's better than my Portuguese, so. Okay, some question? She translates.
Sim. Foi.
Tá bom?
Foi. Primeiramente, bom dia e parabéns pelo seu trabalho nessa busca de um provedor de busca mais eficiente e de você tentar trazer uma porção maior da web, tipo de resultados para as pessoas. Mas uma última coisa, né, principalmente quando você falou nessa parte de comida semântica, que eu não entendi muito bem. Você quer dizer que você está indexando várias receitas, várias comidas em uma página só? Ou você está fazendo alguma coisa estilo a IBM está fazendo com o Watson e tipo inventando uma receita a partir de várias outras receitas que você indexou?
Okay. So thank you. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that it's perfect today, but the idea is there. We want to bring everything, all the internet to everybody without tracking you. That's sure. Now, semantic food. So, it was more a brincadeer. At the end, she will do the food. But in terms of searching on the internet, each pages that we found, we created an object. That object is your website or your pages. We will not do one page with all the recipe. We will show all the website in where you can find recipe inside. We will show all the video where you can find the recipe inside. We will show all the photo of recipes. But to do that, we have to understand part by part if it is a recipe or just an ingredient. If it is soja or feijoada. Right? Okay, so this is what we do. We create objects because we think that today's web is no more a page rank stuff. That doesn't work like this today. It's about object. Your Twitter account is an object. In fact, it's you. Your Facebook page, it's about you. Your website is about something you like, or maybe code, or maybe receipt, or maybe your restaurant. Your news are an object that you want to know today, but tomorrow it's not news. It's because it's called news. Okay? Same thing for shopping. Inside of the shopping you have several objects, and each object has to be understood. It's why we make web, social, news, shopping, because each part is a different kind of object. And in a recipe you don't put abakashi with, no idea, wow, you don't put sugar with salt a lot of time, right? It's stupid. So you need to create silo, and it's why we are called quant. Quant means matrix. There are the people on the stock market who understand the matrix, and they make calculation between several matrix. This is what we do. We make calculation between object and matrix. Ok?
Bom dia. Eu tenho duas perguntas. A primeira é como que o navegador de vocês monetiza os acessos e tal? Porque no Google a gente tem um Google Ads e outras coisas. E a segunda pergunta é como que eu posso fazer para que o meu termo de busca seja relevante para o usuário? Por exemplo, no Google a gente tem várias formas de... O Google tem métodos de ajuda para dizer, você tem que inserir, por exemplo, numa tag H1, que fica mais relevante o título, e depois você vai repetir aquela palavra dentro do seu texto, e assim, e se vocês têm alguma forma de banir, por exemplo, sites que queiram fazer spam na internet e essas coisas.
So, several questions. I will start with the most simple one. How I make money? Do you remember how Google making money when it was a good search engine? When they were not evil? No? From 2000 to 2009, when you type iPad, they show you the first result an iPad store. It is called AdWords. On a search engine, we don't need to track you to give you an advertisement. It's very simple. You ask for an iPad, you get an iPad store, right? If you click on the iPad store, Google makes money, right? I don't need to track you to do that at all. Then in 2009, 2010, they change. They say to you that you need to be tracked, it's better. I'm sure it's not better. So this is what we do. This is shopping. And here, you will get iPad, and if you click here, I will get money. But you will not have shopping here. 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 And if you don't want my shopping, just add block, and you will have no shopping here too. So it's very simple. You ask for an iPad, you have an iPad. You click, okay. But if you don't click and you go on another website, you will not be retargeting. You will not see iPad everywhere. Because I have no cookie to send the information to other website. So if you are looking for what you want here, you are safe. That's it. Now if you click and buy something, I take some money. For example, we have a partnership with TripAdvisor. If you type Hotel São Paulo in Quant, you will get information in the social with people who talks about good hotel in São Paulo. And in the news, you will get all the hotel of São Paulo, 4-star, 3 stars. You click, you reserve, I make money. Point. Very simple. So now, we talk about how to have a good result here in Quant. SEO, search engine optimization. Great, no problem about SEO. Everything you have done for Google is okay for us. You can continue, same way. Because we have done it to make it more simple for them. And we go and look at your title, balise, and everything. Our color does the same. But we add new things. If you have social people who talks about you, you will get good ranking too. If you have a lot of comments in your pages, you will get good ranking. If you are on the news, on the social, you will get a better ranking. Okay? But if you pay, if you want to be here, you will not be better there. I don't care about your money for my ranking. No way to make money ranking. You can't pay me to be there. No way. You can be there, that's it, and that's for free. If you want to add your shopping here, it's for free. And we are not Google Shopping, it will stay free. Okay? Clear? But for spam, anti-spam and everything, we have other things, but it's not for today because it's too long. And for SEO, we will do a launch for the SEO people soon. To explain.
Bom dia. Parabéns pela sua iniciativa. Eu, como desenvolvedor, é muito importante ver novas caras de fazer as mesmas coisas que estão no mercado hoje. Então, eu acredito que vocês vão ser sempre comparados com Google, Bing, Yahoo e outros buscadores, né? E meio que uma curiosidade, é se vocês vão continuar apenas no foco de buscadores ou você vai também tentar expandir e tentar alcançar um outro público com outras ferramentas, redes sociais, não sei, outro tipo de produtos.
Okay, so thank you again. You know who compare us last time? You know who talked about us last time for the comparison? Yeah? For the others, Eric Schmidt, CEO of Google, went to Berlin and he said that if you want to buy a tent for camping, you can go on Google, Yahoo, Bing or Quant.com, the new French search engine. So we have a good guy talking about us. Thank you, Eric. The only problem, it would be great if you can add us inside of the cell phone, because now on your cell phone you can choose between Google, Bing, Yahoo and cancel. We are Quant, not cancel. So as soon as you can install us on your cell phone, I will say thank you, Eric, again. But for today, focusing on search engine, it's already a lot of work. So we will stay a search engine. We just want to be a search engine. We want to give you search result. We don't want to be everything. We don't want to be in robot, in space, in cell phone, in everything. We want to be a search engine of everything. Okay? But really, I will not be in the social tomorrow. No, it's okay. Search engine, it's enough for me. Try a new Facebook, try a new Twitter, but not me. D'abord? So, if somebody wants to try semantic food, on my... Okay? I will go now, so if you want to follow, bye-bye.